Yeah, definitely. I feel like the longer you're here, the more you realise how much it means to the fans and the people of Kolkata. This derby is massive. One of the biggest in Asia, is historical, and it's the game that I look forward to. I always check when we play them because it's the biggest game here for us. So yeah, I've been here. This is my third season. So yeah, now I realise like how important, and every time it gets bigger and bigger. So we're really excited to play this match.
To not have Manil Singh in the right out?
Yeah, it's a bit of a blow. He's a top player. I love playing with Manvir. He creates a lot of chances. He's fit. He runs. He's good on the ball. He wins headers. He's a really good and important player for us. I think he's getting back now. He looks fit and he looks ready. So I'm not sure if he'll be available or not for this game. But we've got a big squad, a good squad, and we've got a lot of players that can come in and replace him if needed. So I don't think it's too much of a problem because we have a good squad of players. Yeah, look, we've got a good connection. This team, we've been building this team for a few years now, and as you say, we've played with each other for a long time, so we know how we play with each other on the pitch. Our strengths and our weaknesses and how we help each other out there. I think it definitely will help. The fact that we've been successful as a team. We've won trophies as a team. We've been through a lot as a team. And we've got, as you say, we've got the same team really. So I think is a big bonus for us that we've got a good relationship as a team, and we play well. So it's just normal for us. So I think this could help us. Yeah, I love it. I love the expectation. I love the pressure. That was one of the reasons why I came to Mohun Bagan. It's such a big club that demands a lot. And I love it. I thrive off that. And I know the other players also thrive off it. I feel, the bigger the game for us, the better we play. More pressure, the better we play. And as you say, pressure makes diamonds. And I love that.
One of their players, Saurav Chakrabarti, said that they know the loopholes of Mohun Bagan, and you guys will face new East Bengal.
We don't care about East Bengal. We just worry about ourselves. If they come strong, they said the same last season that they signed a lot of good players and they're going to be stronger, better. We still came on top, so I think we just concentrate on ourselves. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a tough game. It's always a tough match against East Bengal, any team, just because it's such a massive game. So it doesn't really matter, if they've got new players or a new team or a new style. The only thing that matters is Mohun Bagan.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, I think it's pretty obvious that we are favourites really, because since I've been here over the last 3 seasons, we've came out on top. We've won the majority of the derbies. We've been successful. We've won the league last season. The season before we won in the playoffs is also. So I think it's obvious, that we're the favourites. But in saying that, we can't get complacent. We still need to play like the underdogs. We know how much it is, how much it means to the fans here, and how much the game is massive here. So we need to turn up, basically like the underdogs, really. Yeah, I'll play anywhere, man. Like, as long as I'm on the pitch, man, I'm happy. Yeah, it's a role there in the number 10. That I enjoy because I get a lot of the ball, I get more of the ball, and then also playing with McLaren. He's a striker that loves to stay in the box, he loves to stay high. So that means, if I'm playing with him, then I might need to come a little bit deeper, get involved. But it's no problem, as I said, I'll play anywhere, any position, any role. As long as I'm on the pitch, I can help the team. But yeah, as I said, also we've got a big squad, a good squad. Every position is stacked, so yeah.
So now, how confident are you to play the full game?
Yeah, we're good, man. No problem, man. Come on. Look at me, man. You know, it's going to happen when you get a long break. You know, we had a long break. You know, it's hard to stay fully fit. You know, that's what pre-season's for. We come back and we work hard. Everybody is working really hard. You know, we've got an amazing fitness coach, Sergi, who's training us. You know, so yeah, we're going to be flying. You know, the boys are dialed in. You know, we're eating clean. We're working hard. We're in the gym every day. And yeah, it was the same as last year. You know, we had the same comments last year. Oh, the players are not fit, blah blah blah. And then what will happen? We win the league, no problem. Like, it's going to be the same. So,
Jimmy, everyone is asking for tickets for tomorrow's match. Have you requested to your management to give you some tickets to give someone?
tickets?
You requested the management to ask for tickets for.
You are also looking for a ticket for.
Yeah, I need tickets, man. I need tickets. Who's got tickets? Anyone got tickets? I need tickets.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you.